Hi guys! I know it's been a long time, I'm sorry for that, but to make it up to you, I'm here today to answer a tag, a video that I was tagged in by Charlie. The tag is called something like Summer Loving Book Tag, something like that. The first question is, start of summer, pick a book with an attention-grabbing first sentence. Well, this for me was easy, I have to say. So I picked Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, and I will read to you the first sentence of the book. It's really short, but for me it worked. So the book starts in the present of the narrative and in the perspective of Libby Day. I won't tell you much about it because, well, most people are reading this right now, so I'm not going to say anything. But the first sentence is, I have a meanness inside me, real as an organ. I hope this makes you curious. This book is great. If you've read Gone Girl, I would say read this and then Sharp Objects. Because for me, Sharp Objects was the best. But this one wasn't bad either. So let's see. Second question. Too hot to go out? Pick a book for a day in. Easy. I just finished reading this like a week ago. Maybe it's The Help. It's in Portuguese. Sorry. It's The Help. If you've seen the film, or if you follow me on Tumblr, or if you ever spoke to me, you know this story really got to me for some reason, and I read the book, and it was great. I felt like I wasn't cheated by the film. It wasn't bad, and the book wasn't bad either. So yeah, if you're curious, check it out. Let's see. Third question. Summer road trip, pick a book you'll take with you on the road. Always Frankenstein. This is in Portuguese as well. It has the price on it still. Oops. But I picked Frankenstein because there was a point in my reading stages when I entered university where I became very interested in classics, and so I read Dracula and I read Frankenstein. I think Frankenstein was first. I'm not sure anymore, but for some reason I thought I would like Dracula more, and that wasn't the case. I liked Frankenstein a lot more than I did Dracula. I still like it very much. I recommend it. I lend this book all the time, and I am very happy to be able to talk about it and discuss it with people. I think it's amazing, and Mary Shelley is an author that I really look up to. She was great, and she started something that is very important for other female authors that came after she did. Let's see. Iced tea, goodness. Pick a book with a cold setting. Okay, so I read this one not very long ago. It's by Camilla Lekberg. I think that's how you read it. It's in I think it might be The Ice Princess in English or something. I'm not sure. But I read this. It's great. Okay, I have the second one to read. I will after I finish reading Stoner, which I'm reading currently. But I liked this book. It was interesting. I liked the characters. It was fun. You know, it's not a very difficult book per se. It's interesting, but it won't bore you at the same time, I'd say. So yeah, if you haven't checked Miss Lekberg, or I don't know how to say her name, I'm sorry. But if you haven't, check her out. She's worth it, she's good. Okay, fifth question. Nasty Sunburn, a book you really disliked so far this year. Well, I know you won't believe me for saying this, but you know, there's never a book that I don't like in particular. My problem is the expectations. I put on books. So I will give you an example. I read this, The Night Circus. I think it was this year or the last year, I'm not sure, but when I read this question, this was the first one that I remembered. And it isn't like I didn't, I liked it, but I had such expectations, and I had this whole story in my head when I read about it, and then when I read the actual text, the actual story, it wasn't exactly what I had thought. So I was a bit disappointed, but it doesn't mean I didn't like it. So yeah, to go back to the question, I don't really have a book I didn't like. Sorry. And last question. Sizzling Read. Recommend one of your favorite books. Okay, I have to be honest, I picked up 7. I don't know, I want to recommend several books because I can never just pick one. It's very difficult and unfair. So I'm going to show you some books that I like and that I think you should read. Okay? So, first one would be, I think it's The Shadow of the Wind in English. It's by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. He's Spanish, if I'm not mistaken. This book is fantastic. I got very attached to the characters. It wasn't predictable to a certain point. I kind of guessed what happened at some point. But that's not a bad thing. Just, if you've never read anything by him, please do, okay? He's great. I also want to recommend, now you'll be like, yes, we know you like it, blah, 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 but please, if you haven't read anything by Orwell, and if you want to start reading dystopian fiction, or anything in the dystopia genre, please, you have to read 1984. If you'd rather start with Animal Farm, okay, you can do that, but I know this will be, something I shouldn't say probably, but I prefer 1984 to Brave New World for some reason. I mean, I like Brave New World, but just okay, this book, I always go back. I suffer a lot, but I've read it like 3 times already, and I probably will again. Yeah. I also want to recommend The Great Gatsby. There's no way I could run and not say this one. Also, of course, The Hobbit. Okay, this is the same thing as with Orwell. If you've never read Tolkien, you just start with this one and you'll be happy, and there are dragons. And it's a great start, I think. It prepares you right for Lord of the Rings, and the Lord of the Rings, sorry, that's a hard thing for me, will prepare you for the Silmarillion, which is difficult. More. Oh, this one, yes. If you're a fan of The Phantom of the Opera, read The Real Thing. It's interesting. I liked it. I still like the film and the musical a lot. And my last recommendation, my favorite Harry Potter book. This is actually my sister's. I couldn't find mine. It's The Prisoner of Azkaban, and it's my favorite book, and I always recommend it to people, though most of them have read Harry Potter, the whole saga. But it's just Harry Potter, okay? Harry Potter, it's... you know what I mean. Harry Potter is special for everyone. And I think that's it. I'm checking if I have any more books. No, nothing to recommend. I hope you liked the video, and I'm not going to tag anybody in special, so just feel free to do this. I'd love to see your videos, so send me the links. Let me know. I hope you guys are well. Big kisses!